Hello, this is David from Off-Trail Bushcraft. Wanted to go through with you my loadout for my everyday carry. This is actually the bag that I have with me every day. So it is an old leather bag. I don't actually know the brand or anything like that, but I'll go through it with you and might give you some ideas. On the strap, I keep a small hank of paracord, just in a cobra weave. And on the only outside pocket, which is zippered, I have a small buck. This is the 425. It's a vintage buck. This one was made in 1997. I also have a Maglite Solitaire and a comb. I got a beard, I got hair, I want to look tidy. That's all I have on the outside of this pack, along with some carabiners and S-binders for attaching additional items. On the inside, again, this is everyday carry. I got some pens, and then I have my wallet. I have a small possibles pouch. We can go through that in another video, but it has a mini alcohol stove. It has a knife and fork, toggle rope, and just some odds and ends that are handy for when I'm in the woods or when I'm in an urban environment. One thing I will show you is I have the Victorinox Handyman, which in my opinion covers all the bases for a Swiss Army knife, and I think it's a great knife. Then I have a water bottle and cup. This is a Pathfinder, and it's an excellent bottle. Use it every day. I've even had it over the fire. Great piece of kit. Pack of tissues, and then just tucked away at the bottom, spare pair of socks and a bandana. These just come in handy if I'm in a more urban environment or if I'm hiking and my feet get wet. So just like having that. And I also have a little 2p coin. It's old Irish money. Again, thinking everyday carry. This is so I can get a shopping cart in towns. So it's just handy for that. So that's on that side of the pack. On the opposite side, so these would be the items that would be right close against my body. I have a bright orange shopping bag. This is good in urban and rural environments. And please bear in mind, I live in the middle of nowhere, so having bright orange is a good waypoint marker. I have my phone. This is an Alcatel. I have it because I was going through phones. It was rather embarrassing, and this is an armored phone, so that's good. I have a BCB survival tin. The sticker was worn off, so I just removed it, but this is the BCB military survival tin. I also have a small first aid tin. I've modified it, and we can go through a video. It's got a lot of little items in there, but basically it is a boo-boo kit with some extras to make it a little bit more versatile for more serious injuries. I have a couple of chocolate bars. These are for my wife, to be honest. I'm not allowed them. Another bandana with some alcohol pads in there. I have 2 emergency blankets, also from BCB. So these I would not take out unless I absolutely need them. So because they're not fun trying to put back in a package. If you've ever tried that, you know what I'm talking about. The main item that I have in this side is a poncho. I use this many times. I've used this as a changing robe. I've used this as a picnic blanket, as a shelter in the woods. Having a poncho has 1,000,001 uses. I think it's a great piece of kit. In the poncho, I keep a couple of 8-hour candles. So I have 2 8-hour candles. I can use these in conjunction with the survival blankets or with the poncho to give me a heated little shelter, a little microclimate. Then just at the bottom, I have some guy lines and some tent pegs to use with the poncho if need be, and a knife sharpener. You saw I have a couple of small knives in here, so having this Victorinox knife sharpener keeps my knives honed. The very bottom of the bag is just a little fire chip, just a quick fire starter item. Here I have business cards. I have some further contact cards in here. I have some painkillers if need be, and the picture area just has a Fresnel lens, and behind the Fresnel lens is some char cloth. All of that fits in here quite nicely. It is a heavy everyday carry pack, but I use it, and I've gotten some laughs from my friends for carrying all this stuff, but my friends do come and ask me if they need anything, so I find it to be worth the wait. Just wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoy the video. Again, this is David from Off-Trail Bushcraft. Have a good day.